Hey, yeah, what's poppin', gang?
Loving my crew.
All right, man, we back. What's good? It's Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, man. Last week was a crazy week. I think we did something like 2 or 3 videos a day, man. Y'all really been showing up, hyping the videos. I really appreciate that. I seen a lot of y'all was subbing up, even joining the membership, man. So I really appreciate all of the love. We got some more news, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button on this video as well. We got some more news. This just popped up. I haven't seen it anywhere else. As far as news sites are concerned, I haven't seen it anywhere else. But it looks like Drake and UMG have been ordered to mediate. Okay, ordered to mediation in Not Like Us legal battle. So my first question was, did either side have a say in, like, did they say, okay, we want to mediate with Drake? Or Drake said, I want to mediate with them? When it says Drake and UMG ordered, it sounds like the courts are ordering them to get together to have a conversation. Now, the way I see this, and I'm no lawyer, man, so y'all could correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I always say this, but the way I see this is kind of how they show in the movies, and some of you guys might have actually gone through this personally, but like how they show in the movies where, you know, there's a couple and maybe they're splitting or separating, and then there's a mediator, a person there who is impartial to both parties. And one side is basically stating what they want, and the other side is stating what they want. So let me know if that's what this is, but I believe that's what's happening here. I guess my question, let me get into it. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and get into the news. So exclusive, Drake and UMG ordered to mediation and Not Like Us legal battle. It's crazy that it has gotten this far. It has gotten so far that we are now mediating, basically trying to figure out what each side wants to get out of this. It's dismissed already, though. So bro is appealing. So I guess because he's appealing, what they're doing is they're trying to figure something out before we get to the appeal. I get, but are they gonna give him something, or are they just gonna be like, bro, we'll just wait till the appeal happens? Drake and UMG will enter court-ordered mediation over a defamation appeal tied to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Drake and Universal Music Group have been ordered into mediation by a federal appeals court as the legal battle over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us diss track continues to escalate. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit scheduled a 3-hour telephonic mediation for December 19th, in about a month, at 10:30 Eastern. Chief Circuit Mediator Kathleen M. Scanlon will oversee the session. Both sides must come prepared to discuss the legal strength of their positions, potential settlement options, and whether any issues can be narrowed or clarified. Now, I guess there's a couple of different options or a couple of different ways this could go. One way goes, UMG says, we're not willing to give up anything. Okay? We're not gonna give you or give you a W or win in any kind of way. The other side is Drake walks away with winning something or taking something away from this because I can't see how UMG doesn't have the money or the time to continue this, especially if they feel confident that they'll win again. But I guess those are the two options that I see. Is one side basically saying we're not giving you nothing, and the other side saying you're gonna give us this, and then they win it. You know what I'm saying? Drake basically wins. So I don't know. The mediation follows Drake's January 2025 defamation lawsuit against UMG, which claims the label knowingly promoted Lamar's viral hit Not Like Us, a track that accuses the rapper of PDF. Though the lyrics came from Kendrick Lamar, Drake's lawsuit targets UMG, not the Compton artist himself, which we already know. UMG distributes music for both artists, Drake through Republic Records, and Lamar via Interscope, making the dispute even more tangled. A federal judge dismissed the case on October 9th, so just over a month ago, ruling that Lamar's lyrics were protected opinion, not factual assertions. The judge cited the nature of hip hop's rivalries with exaggerated and inflammatory language is often used and rarely taken literally by listeners. Drake appealed the dismissal on October 29th, arguing that UMG acted with actual malice by promoting the song and its visuals, despite knowing the accusations were false. So they're going into this appeals process basically saying that UMG acted with actual malice. And if UMG would basically have to agree. This is just my understanding. I could be wrong, so please correct me if I'm in the comments if I'm wrong. But UMG would have to admit to committing actual malice in order to give something in this mediation process, right? Which would then be a W on Drake basically saying, I told this whole time, why would they settle with me? Why would they settle with me if they didn't do anything wrong, right? So again, I can see this going both ways. Currently, I don't see this as like a step forward for Drake at all. It kind of almost seems like basically the courts just really might not actually want to deal with this, because I think when I don't know when the next when the appeals process is expected to go on or to happen. I know it could take a year or so to finish or to begin. So it feels like the courts don't really want to deal with this. Like the courts are like, yo, can y'all just figure this shit out before we get to this whole process? We don't really want to do all of this. So that's what that seems like. They could also come out of this saying, okay, we don't think that we have enough to continue, so let's just go ahead and dead it right here. Now, I didn't see anything about like, let me go back. What was her name? Scanlon? Okay. Chief Circuit Court Mediator Kathleen Scallion, my bad. Scanlon will oversee the session. So I don't see anything about like a judge being present. So it just seems like they really want to see if they can figure this out before they get to going through all of this all over again. His legal team also claimed UMG had a financial motive to support Lamar, especially since Drake's contract with the label had reportedly expired without renewal. The appeal also alleges that UMG's involvement in the song's rollout, including its artwork and music video, contributed to threats against Drake's family and incidents at his home, which we already know. The lawsuit argues that UMG helped engineer the track's viral success, prioritizing profits over safety and truth. Crazy. UMG has denied all wrongdoing, stating the lawsuit is an attempt to suppress free artistic suppression. The company maintains that the lyrics fall within the genre's long-standing tradition of lyrical combat. If no agreement is reached during mediation, the case will return to the appeals process for a formal ruling. Okay, so if no agreement is reached during mediation. So basically, if both sides can't just come together and say, look, dead this shit from UMG, right? Dead this. We don't really want to go through this no more. It's up. You're going to lose. You don't have a chance. Somehow I believe they're not going to agree, and then they're just going to go through the appeals process, because I can't see UMG admitting, basically giving in to Drake and saying, all right, here you go. We did, you know what I'm saying? Here you go. I can't see that. Let me know in the comments how you guys see this going. If you think Drake has a chance to, I don't want to say win, but a chance to, I guess, win in the mediation process before they get to appeals. Do you think UMG will give in, or do you think UMG is standing on business? That's all I got right now. I don't see anything else, man. I also looked to see what the comments were saying, if anybody was saying anything about this. Yeah, there's really no comments. There's nobody even really talking about it. I haven't seen much other than all hip hop posting on it or reporting on it. So let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.